yeah. But overall, like, this is my first actual work experience, and this makes me change my perspective and like choose where I work wisely. Like, I was actually messaging. You know what? I'm gonna just get straight into this story from the beginning. It makes much more sense. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we're going to be doing a story time about the first job that I got. And when I mean first job, I'm talking about I was not working for a family member. I was working for somebody else, and I had to make actual real time onto work. And I was actually really making my own money and getting there to work on by myself. So before we start this whole video, make sure you like, comment down below what you want me to do next, and don't forget to subscribe to see more story time, more playlist videos, and everything else that I do. Okay, so we're gonna go pull up some receipts. I don't have receipts like that, but it's just Snapchat memories I have. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I had a like and a hate relationship for my job because it was just ridiculous. And on my term, it made it seem like I didn't want to work or nothing like that, but I was actually messaging. You know what? I'm gonna just get straight into this story from the beginning. It makes much more sense for you guys to then realize what I'm talking about. I worked at this job. I'm not gonna explain the location of the job or the name of the job, because if I explain the location of the job, it's gonna be so obvious where I worked, because there's not a lot of restaurants in that area. But if you know, you know. I'm not gonna go there. So I worked at a restaurant, and honestly, I don't know what my position was called, but I worked in the back of the kitchen, and I was just assisting with anything they needed done in the back of the kitchen. Or it'll be some days where I help make orders. Like if I see the order come through, I'll take it, and if I know how to do it, I'll do it. So I would just be doing orders, and I worked with this one guy. You know, I'm not good at remembering names, so like we're just gonna name him Pete for the story. We're just gonna name him Pete. So I worked with this one guy named Pete, and Pete was like my guy. And then I worked with another guy named Matt. So Pete and Matt always work together, and like those are my guys. And it's like, if Pete would talk to me like seriously, because it's like, I'm trying to help you get to your career, like yada yada yada, all this stuff. My tripods not even straight. Okay, so Pete would give me like some serious tips and stuff and show me how to cut and everything. And then Matt, on the other hand, he did the same thing too. So it was like a few times where Pete wasn't there, and I was like, I'm gonna just work with Matt, because I don't really know the other workers like that. And so I was like working with, so Pete worked and did everything. Matt worked and did everything in the kitchen, but Matt specialized in baking. So on top of just doing desserts, on top of just doing everything, he also did desserts as well. But Pete did desserts when Matt wasn't there. So it was, but Matt specialized in baking and pastry. So I'm trying to figure out when I first started this job, and I have no idea when I started this job, but according to my Snapchat memories, which I have to turn on. According to my Snapchat memories, it was April 13th. April 13th. I don't even know what time I made to work. I made to work in this thing. It's been a while since I worked, so I don't even remember. So basically, I think I made 11 to work every day. So I lived in the city, and in order for me to get to where I needed to go, I had to catch a ferry to get to where I needed to go to get to work. So I catch this ferry, and I make 11 to work. And so basically, I'm just looking at my, if I pause, it's because I'm looking at my Snapchat memories trying to read it. So right after I get off the ferry, I have to walk inside this mall to get to my job. And so (10:42), I started to spot where the ferry was going to dock. And so oh yes, this was my first day working. So April 13th was my first day working because I remember I was sending all these streaks and then saving them as memories so I could send them to my friend. So I was like, I don't know who to ask when I first get there. I'm kind of nervous. So this is exactly what I said. I might get there right at 11, kind of nervous, kind of scared. I didn't who to ask for when I get there. So 10:45, I was almost there. I wonder what work I was going to do and all of that stuff. So I had some time till 11, and the ferry just docked. So then it's just, so 10:57, I was walking through the mall to get there, and I made 11 right on the dot. Like every day I made 11 right on the dot, except for maybe 2 or 3 or 4 times. So after work, I'll get into detail on what I did work-wise afterwards, but I'll get there to work for 11. Then after work, I don't even know what time I will leave work at 3 o'clock. So 11 to 3. And I made X amount of dollars. We're not gonna state that because I made X amount of dollars. And these people I knew, like we weren't friends, but I knew of them, and they knew of me. They made X amount of dollars. So I made X amount. So this is how much I made. I made X amount of dollars. And this is how much they made. They made X amount of dollars. Like probably right about that. And we all weren't making enough money. Put it that way. And but I was still working because I was like, I'm gonna save up my money, whatnot, you know. So then my thing did not just do that. So I was working probably twice a week or something like that. No, I believe I worked. No, I only worked weekends because I was in school at that time. So then once I got out of school, or because I was in senior year, so seniors got out earlier, I was starting to work during the week or whenever they had me working. And they had me working once or twice a week, which was not even enough. And then I started to get some senior responsibilities because we had to practice for certain things, for certain events that they had seniors doing. So I was like, I can't come in because I gotta make time and I gotta be there on time, because I was afraid I wasn't gonna get there on time. Because I was like, the time I'm making it to get to work, and then it's gonna be the time for me to have to leave to then make the time to get to where I need to go. So I was like, I might as well not even work that day. And it's because like I never had transportation, so to get home I caught the bus at a certain time. And I'm like, okay. So on to the part where we talk about what I did as when I worked at this restaurant. So basically what I did was I would go there, put on my stuff that I need to put on so nobody get stuff in the food, and etc, etc. So they had me cut onions. They had me like, what's it called? I don't want to use this term because you're not gonna know what it means. But then I'm gonna have to explain this term. So I might as well just tell you the term. So they had me doing mise en place, which is basically getting all the ingredients, cutting it up, and setting it up for that day. And so for the longest while they had me doing that. And I'm like, am I gonna be doing anything else? So I started getting tired of that. I went home and speaking to my grandparents because I'm like, that's what I did today at work. And like for maybe 2 or 3 weeks I kept saying that, and I'm like, I'm had enough of this. So I finally spoke up because I used to be shy. Like when I'm around people I don't know, I'm shy until I open up and get to know you all. So basically I worked alongside Pete. And just a little disclaimer, these are not the people's names. But I worked alongside Pete. And working alongside Pete was the best. Well, Pete and Matt, it was the best. So basically I was like, I went up to Pete one day and I was like, can I learn how to do this? Cause he was making a salad. And I'm like, salads are easy to make. When you're at home, you can do whatever you want, but like if you're working in a restaurant, you gotta do it a certain way. So when I asked him that, he was like, okay, I'll teach you next time it comes out. And wishing I didn't ask him that, because at the restaurant they have different salads. I forgot what I was about to say. They have different salads. So they had the chef salad, then they had the other type of salad, and they had the other type of salad. I haven't walked in forever, so I don't even remember the menu. But I actually had the menu memorized because I had to. So basically, I learned how to do the chef salad, which is lettuce, cheese, then they use, what's it called? Feta cheese. They put in croutons. They put in I don't know what you call it, but I guess you could call it carrot shreddings. It's like a real skinny version of a carrot. And it's just like all of that. There's just other stuff in it too, but they had me frying, because they always did chicken tenders, fries, all that stuff. I learned how to make a burger real good. Like what you would do is you go in the section, you take out the container that has all the, you know what? Speaking about this, what I'm about to tell you, it makes me like freaking unsanitary, because I remember I dropped something on the floor. Oh, a lemon. I dropped a lemon on the floor and they were like, hey, just wash it and use it. I did that thing and the trash made a whole new lemon. Cause I was like, I'm not serving that to somebody, and you could still get sick. The amount of dirt that's on the floor in a restaurant, like that's so unsanitary. And it's like it's making me reevaluate where I want to work. First off, I'm gonna tell you this at the ending, but basically, you take the container out in the, cause they have like mini fridges. They have like one big fridge, which has the milk and stuff in it. Then they have the walk-in fridge, which is like everything. Then they have these mini fridges for like some small stuff, like if you need like a little, what's it called? If you need a boiled egg that's already done, that's in there. You got like already done meat that's in there. So you pull out the, you get a little mini fridge, you pull out the hamburger. And once you pull out the hamburger, you get a good amount and you're pushing it into a bowl, and then you flatten it, but you gotta flatten it real good. You don't just go, you gotta put some elbow grease in that leg. Elbow grease to make this a good burger. And then it's like, I wasn't doing too good of a job, but then once it got to like me actually knowing what to do, I was able to make really good burgers. And then there'll be times where it's like I put too much, and then there'll be times where I put not enough. Like it's like I need like a pinch more meat. So I did that. I'll make fish sandwiches. Basically at the restaurant they do fish sandwiches a lot of different ways, but mainly people always get it with raisin bread. And so fish sandwiches would consist of the bread, tartar sauce, the fish, the cheese, the coleslaw, some more tartar sauce underneath that fish, and smack it together, and you just cut it, and there's your sandwich. And I make bomb sandwiches. Like I was doing a good job making sandwiches there. Like, and then a BLT, I was good at doing those. Like, cause they would just leave me on my own to do sandwiches, cause I was always good at doing them. Like no big deal. They didn't have to fix it or reconstruct it or help me, because I was just good at doing it. So then, you know what, I'm realizing you guys are so far away, and I'm gonna bring you guys forward. And I know when I'm doing story time, I have to have you guys a lot more closer. This thing's all over the case all the time, and it's gonna bother me. I was recording just now, but I lost the whole thing. So, because I realized it was recording, but then it stopped recording and it didn't take it. So, as I was saying, so we were doing all the graduation requirement things and stuff. Because basically, graduation requirements, we had these activities, and because my job was so far away, and it's like I had to worry about bus schedule and ferry schedule, and like if I was gonna make it in time to get to where I needed to go, because I had to be there for a certain time, or else it was gonna ruin everybody else's time, and then we were gonna be there much later than we needed to be there. And I was like, I'm not in the mood to be there any later, especially after work. So I'm like, there's days that I have graduation requirements, I'm gonna not go show up to work. Is that okay? And I didn't say it like that. I was like, I have graduation requirements that I have to do, and I have to be there on a certain time. Can I work around that? Could you put my schedule around all of that? Just like, just call me when you finish all your graduation requirements, and then we can do that. So if we finish graduation, everything like that, I graduated, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. So I call her, and she's like, I was like, I messaged we're gonna call her Mindy, the assistant manager. So I messaged Mindy, the assistant manager, and I'm like, I'm finished everything, graduation, all of that stuff. When can I come into work? She's like, you have to speak to the head chef. So I speak to the head chef, and it's like, okay, I'll come up with the schedule. Her week goes by, I message him. He's like, oh, you gotta go speak to Mindy. I'm like, I'm like confused. I gotta pay attention to time too, because I got class. Okay, so basically after all of that, I'm like, okay, so I messaged Mindy, and Mindy's like, okay, I'm gonna come up with a schedule for you. So I'm at home for forever. And my mom's like, what's going on? Are you at work? All the stuff. And so my mom told me not to even go work here again because of all of this. So at a random time on a Monday, on the blue, Mindy was like, can you come in and work tonight at this time? And the times that I worked, because I wasn't trying to, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get home. And then I try to ask my mom all the time to pick me up, but it's like my mom coming all the way from the city to go all the way to this place. And then by the time we get home, it's gonna be like 12 something in the morning. And I'm like, I'm really not trying to ask my mama this because I just don't want her to go her way and do all of that. And then it's like a lot of pressure and work and stuff. And not only that, my mama sometimes didn't even have a car to pick me up. So what happened was, I ended up saying no, I'm not able to come in. Cause first off, she asked me at a wrong time, like at the last minute, where when she asked me, I would have had to get ready to go catch the ferry to go make the time to then. I'm just saying, no. So then, basically what happened was I ended up not taking up that job thing that she had me that she wanted me to do that Monday. So then I ended up doing a different schedule where I worked on Mondays. I worked every Monday, another day, and another day. No, I worked 2 days on a week. Now that I remember. So then I was doing this little festival called Harbor Nights. I'm not gonna go into detail of that because that's a whole different story. But basically Harbor Nights on a Monday. No, me just saying Harbor Nights on a Monday to just like explained where I worked, but you probably already know where I work because I was catching the ferry. If you know, you know. Not gonna go into exact details saying what job it is because I'm not trying to exploit them and talking bad about them because there were positives about this job too. It's just that I'm making it seem all bad, which is what I was experiencing in the beginning. So then I started working the Harbor Nights and I had so much fun working the Harbor Nights. Like, we had to set up. It was one day. It's so funny. It was one day that I got on the ferry and it starts pouring rain and I get there and then I get off the ferry and it's fine. And then it starts pouring and I have to run into this little jewelry shop. By the way, my co-workers actually called me Kiki. Because each co-worker had a nickname because we all had some, hard to pronounce names and we ain't trying to butcher everybody's name, so everybody had a nickname. And no, the names that I gave to people aren't the nicknames. But I was working with Pete Harbor Nights. It was going to be me, Pete, Mindy, and sometimes the head chef. Which, by the way, he was barely there. And he always, I understand that I get a head chef and everything, but actually, I can't even say anything to that because a head chef has so many different things to do. So I really can't even be bothered by him not even being there sometimes. It is what it is. And after that, basically, I would work Harbor Nights, like I said earlier. And it was so much fun being able to serve people. And the thing is, yes, you do have some restaurants that are like, or wherever you work, you can't get food from that place. I know some people that have that experience. But like for me, I got food from where I worked. As in, AKA, I had to make it myself while I was not getting food, which is what I was told. Which is a good thing because I'm an aspiring chef. So obviously, in order for me to make in order to get me lunch or dinner or whatever, I had to make myself food. And if it didn't taste good, then obviously I'm not going to be a good chef. And I had to learn. So, but I always had some good bomb food because I could cook. And I'm not just bragging about it just because I actually can. So, basically what happened was we ended up back to the story I was telling you, because I'm like going on story over story. So that time it rained, I ended up going to work at nighttime in the restaurant, which sucked because I didn't know the menu. And the times that I worked inside the restaurant was lunch, so I only knew lunch menu. I did not know dinner menu, and I was like, and I didn't know what to do or whatnot. So because I didn't know the dinner menu, Pete was my guy. He had me doing mise en place, cause like Pete was my guy. Cause I was like, I don't know the dinner menu, and I'm like, he was like, all right, cool. He was like, if it's a sandwich or something like, or you know what to do, I'll have you do it. But other than that, I'll just have you do mise en place. He did not call it mise en place, by the way. He just said, I'll have you cutting up stuff. But it's called mise en place, basically getting ready for the next day or that event or whatnot or whatever. And so I learned a lot of cool tricks. I learned how to make animals out of vegetables and scraps, and it was so much fun working with Pete and Matt. I learned how to make I learned how to do different designs on dinner rolls and stuff. I learned how to make dinner rolls from scratch. It was so much fun working with Pete and Matt, not gonna lie to you. Like, and then it would be days where Matt wasn't working. I'm like, man, and I'm working with, well, I wasn't working, but like this other guy was there, and I was like, I don't really know him, but, and it was days where Pete wasn't working, and Pete's my guy. Like, Pete is the one that I always 100% work with. Like, and the thing is, in the restaurant, like where I worked, I was supposed to be assisting anybody, but I mainly worked with Pete and Matt. So Pete wasn't there. Like, it would be days where Pete wasn't there, and it was like a couple of weeks, and I'm like, boo. So I started working with Matt, and then I started working with this other guy, we're just going to call him Bob. Actually, no, he actually reminds me of what's his name from Ratatouille, Gustavo, or whatever his name is, Emilio. I don't know. I said Gustavo. I'm about to go and then really search his name up. It's Gusto. So we're gonna name him Gusto because he actually looked like Gusto. So when this new little worker came in, he's not new, he just hasn't been working there in a long time, and I think that he works the dinner times because I've never seen him lunchtime. And so, you know, these two new people came in for me. I consider them new because I've never seen them. So two new people came in and worked. I'm like, okay. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you this one part first, and then I'm gonna tell you the next part. So, Gusto comes in and works, and it's like, hey, how are you? Da 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 da. We exchange, get to meet each other, all of that, blah blah blah. I'm like, I've seen this guy before, but I just don't know where I've seen him. So, Gusto comes in, works, and like here and there, like he was real genuine. Like he reminded me of Pete, but like it was still awkward because I really didn't know him. Like, cause if I was cutting something weird and like not weird, like every chef cuts something different in their own way, and it's never a right or a wrong way to cut. Like if that's what you're comfortable with, then that's what you do. So what would I do for him? I'll do the shrimp for him, and so I'll take forever to do shrimp. And so he was like, here. He showed me a way to take the a quick and easy way to do shrimp to get the shallow up, and I was like, wow.
Wow. Wow.
Like that was just something new for me. But I was just like, boom. And then he showed me some other like stuff as well and it's actually helped me to do stuff a lot quicker because it's time management. Like really, you gotta do stuff fast in a restaurant. Because if you ain't fast with it, like if somebody says, "Here, I need an onion like ASAP for the salad or for this burger, I need you to cut it up like right now." You gotta be quick about it. You can't be slow about it. Like you gotta peel it, you gotta cut it, you gotta everything. You can't be slow about stuff because somebody's out there waiting for the meal and they're hungry and they can get impatient. And impatient means that they're gonna think or their perception towards the restaurant is going to change. And it's like you don't want a bad perception or bring down the ratings and stuff with the restaurant. So this is before all the Monday Harbor Nights festival thing. And I kid you not, right? Mindy told me to come in and work this certain day, so I'm like, okay, I go in there, everyone's just hiding me, blah 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 blah. I put on my stuff, get ready to work. I'm not even lying to you, I'm not even sugarcoating it to you, this really happened. And so I'm starting to work or whatever, and I kid you not, every chef was there that day. Pete was there, Matt was there, Gusteau was there, and we're gonna name the other boy, and we're gonna name the other chef Nick. So Pete, Matt, Nick, and Gusteau, and me was all there, which was basically 5 people. For what reason? And so that was the day that Mindy told me to come in and work. I kid you not, I put it on my calendar, no joke. Not even gonna sit here sugarcoat it or lie about it, because that was really the truth. And I had a screenshot and I sent it to my mama, letting her know that's the day. So my mom was like, okay, cool. So I got there or whatnot or whatever. And then I'm working. I start to work for like probably 5 seconds. And then fast forward, they tell me that they want me to come and work a different day. How about Mondays? You could do the Harbor Night festivals with us. And that's how that all came through. And I got to work with that. So I go home afterwards, after all of that, and I go, my mom was like, why you home back early so quick? I'm like, they didn't want me to work today. But, and my mom knew that was the day, and I was just fed up, my mom was just fed up, and I was just like, yeah. But overall, like, this is my first actual work experience, and this makes me change my perspective and like choose where I work wisely. Like, cause honestly, if you're not getting paid a good amount, don't even work there. If you're not working enough hours, don't even work there. Like, if you're not happy where you're working, don't even work there. And I'm not saying that I wasn't happy, cause it was points at time where I wasn't happy because I wasn't working enough. That had nothing to do with I didn't like who I was working with or none of that. I actually loved everybody that I worked with, cause like we all had our own little personalities that came together and that made who the restaurant is. So I was not hating on the restaurant, nothing like that. No, none of that. But yeah, that's basically the whole story of my first work experience and how crazy it was. If you want me to do more story times, let me know in the comments below and I'll do that. Before this video ends, make sure you like, comment down below what you want me to do next, and don't forget to subscribe for more story times, for more playlists, because that's what I do the most, and many more other videos. I mainly on this channel just do vlogs, story times, and playlist videos, but if you want me to do anything else, which I'm promising you 100% that by the end of this year, I'm gonna have a lot more fun videos up, because during the summer I'm going home. I'm gonna be doing a lot more stuff when I go home, so yeah.